Not just what's next in the sense that today a person slaps the president, tomorrow they'll do something worse. Not just in that respect. What's next in the sense of our relationship with our leaders, the relationship between governance and citizenship, authority and obedience. What is going on in the world in that respect? Where is the world headed in that respect? I think the fact that we're seeing now that a person, feels that and actually does that, and, slapping the president in the face, that um, maybe even in the past you could find a situation like that. Remember, like um, what was it, 15 years ago or something? President Bush, 12 years ago, or something like that.
Oh,
Someone
in
threw
Iraq, the guy threw a shoe at him.
the shoe, and he
But
dodged
there's
it.
precedence. Throwing a shoe, I think,
Right.
in that culture, it's something that happens.
Right. So I'm saying, okay, so there were some events, but I think that's not the point. The point is that our culture is changing gradually in a very clear direction. And that direction is, whether we see it clearly or fail to see it, it is the growth of human egoism. That is what's happening, and that, as among other things, it causes a gradual but dramatic change in the order of society, in the structure of society. If you think about governance and leaders in the past, think kings, emperors, right? They were respected and revered in most cases. They had power that was much more than what our leaders had today. We're looking at the evolution of human nature. That's what's happening behind the scenes. And that is what's gradually changing the social order. And because the ego is growing, we exist on this planet about 200,000 years, let's say, in our current form, right?
As a monkey
So,
plus.
exactly. And so in those 200,000 years or so, we have gradually become more individualistic, more egoistic, more independent.
Here's a
Uh,
nuance to it. Here's a
right.
nuance before you
Okay.
before you drive it home.
Okay.
He could have punched him in the face and knocked him out.
True. Yeah, that's
Right?
interesting.
He didn't.
That's it. Isn't it? It is interesting, isn't it? It's not just a violent. It's not like a violent. It's mostly like
It's
disrespect.
more
Like
flavor in it. There's a lot
there's
more flavor and nuance.
there's this, yeah, there's a contempt built into the action. There is
Yeah.
there's disrespect, and it's a statement. It's a statement. It's like, I don't owe you anything, and I don't appreciate you
Respect
in
you.
any way, and that is what you deserve. It's like you're almost like slapping like a child or something like that. Like, as a, it's like, you're not the boss of me. You're not my
Mm,
guardian. You're not my parent. You're not my father.
right.
And so there's a
Oof.
rebellious kind of right. So got deep into that. Yeah, it would be interesting to see an interview with the guy who did that. Um, yeah. Anyway, so how does this have to do with the growth of the human ego? Why? Because this is a small indication, I would say, of a bigger process that's happening right now, and it has to do with this elimination of differences you were talking about as well. It's all part of the same process. The pyramid is being flattened gradually. We can no longer maintain the social order based on the old paradigm of top down governance, of kings that rule their people by force, of authorities that you have to blindly follow and be obedient towards. This is no longer working. It's gradually crumbling. and we're at the point where it's starting to crumble, but we still don't see what is the new structure. And that's why you get a situation where a citizen slaps the president in the face, and it can kind of just happen.